I've decided to do a different video, share a different hobby, I guess, that I have with you guys. This is kind of like relating to my older videos that I've done. I'm pretty sure I've shared my comic book collection with you guys before. However, it's been a really long time, and I just kind of wanted to share what I have been picking up, what I've been reading lately, because I recently got back into comic books, and we'll have a brief little chit chat on as to why I think. But yeah, I guess first things first, welcome to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, or if you're brand new, thanks for checking me out here today. I guess where I want to start off with is the latest issues that I've been reading and I've been picking up in the past few months. I think this is a really cool collection that I have started with. So I think without further ado, let's get into it. I think I'm going to span or pan them out. No, you know what? I'm just going to go one by one and reveal everything that I've been reading or that I've picked up so far. So, the first one on the list is this very cool cover for Absolute Martian Manhunter. I mean, just take a look at this art. It's beautiful. I'm going to skim through it. I'm not going to be reading through the books today. That could be a separate video. I just kind of want to make a quick little video. Just going over the different books I've been going over just to upload something. And I'm trying to test out this camera and microphone. I've got it set up at an aerial view so you can see what I'm seeing here. Yeah, so let's get into it. Absolute Martian Manhunter. This is a brand new comic book series set in the Absolute Universe. Now, if you're unfamiliar with the Absolute Universe, I just don't think you're in the comic book world, because this has been such a huge hit, and I think this is why. Actually, no, it is the reason why people are going back to comic books. I think DC has been cooking lately with their Absolute Universe, specifically with Absolute Batman. This series has sold, I think it's broken records. It's still an occurring issue, or no, what's the correct term? This is still an issue that's being printed out. We're still following the series. They just released, or they just announced what Absolute Joker is going to be looking like in the latest episode coming out next month in December. And I'm very excited. But if you haven't checked out the Absolute Universe, I highly recommend it. It's really good. I think what has so many people buying it is it just came out of nowhere. I remember when they first announced how Absolute Batman was going to look, and people hated it. They absolutely hated Batman because of how big he was. And canonically speaking, in this universe, Batman is 6'9", like pushing 400 pounds. He's an absolute beast. But that's nothing compared to the villains or the rogue gallery that he is facing off in this universe. It's terrifying. So I highly recommend you check out this series. It's awesome. It got me back into comic books. I've never really cared for Martian Manhunter, but now here I am picking up his comic book series. Tell me that's awesome. DC is cooking, not just with the Absolute Universe, but with their KO series, with everything that they've got going on. So I will be making some more visits to the comic book store soon to pick up more issues. And staying in theme here, we have Absolute Superman. Now this is a first issue. I think this is a variant cover. I'm not sure. Please don't crucify me. Never been opened, and I think I plan to keep it that way. I read them online. I guess the ones that are in their cover I don't open, and I just read them online, or I'll buy a second issue and I'll read that one. But this one is very cool. Here we have a Scorpion. And this is an issue of, I believe, Amazing Spider-Man, but this cover is an Alex Ross cover variant. Now, if you don't know who Alex Ross is, you need to search him up right now, because, I mean, look at this Scorpion design. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. This is not a photograph. This is drawn by a man who understands lighting. Look at that. How do you even do that? That is insane. Yeah, he's every Marvel and actually Marvel, DC, any other universe you can think of, he's drawn characters for them, and he does such a great job. I really want to get a giant art piece one day in my house of an Alex Ross painting, specifically of Spider-Man fighting the Sinister Six, because that would look so cool in my house. And then here we have One World Under Doom. I actually haven't read this one yet, but I've heard good things about it. I picked this up back in April, or I don't know when I picked it up. But One World Under Doom, this is building hype for Doomsday, which honestly I've lost interest in. That's a whole other rambling story on its own. But I think I'm transitioning over to DC after being a huge Marvel head for such a long time. DC's finally getting the recognition that it deserves, and it's showing not only in their media, with James Gunn running the DCU now, and with the comics like the Absolute Universe and the DCKO universe. So, I guess running back to Marvel here, One World Under Doom, this is a variant edition for One World Under Doom. This is the first issue in the series. I've yet to read it, but I've seen the newer issues, and the covers are just sick, so I'm probably going to continue this series. If anyone has read it, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Oh man. And then I got this baby. So this is an original 1978 Nova issue. My best friend Diego gave me this comic book from New York City, from his time in New York City. It's not graded. It's obviously not anything fancy, but I think it's still in really great condition. So this is issue 20 of the limited series of 25. So I guess a little fun fact about me, I absolutely love Nova. He's one of my favorite Marvel characters of all time. I think he's underrated. It's a shame that we haven't seen anything from him in the MCU, because I am a diehard fan of Nova. Not a diehard fan, but I absolutely love the Human Rocket. He is awesome. He is so cool. And everything from his costume design to his helmet to his powers to the Richard Rider himself. I do have the newer Nova that they did back in, I want to say 2015, with Sam Alexander, where he's a brand new character, and he takes on the helm of Nova. I need to revisit that series, but I've made it a goal of mine now, after receiving this issue, to complete this entire series from the 70s. I think I can't go on this earth without collecting one series of comics. And I'm starting my Absolute Universe collection. But this is one that I think is very doable, especially for it being an older universe. I don't think that it's skyrocketed in price. I believe the first issue for like a grade of 9.5 goes for around $150, which is actually really good in my opinion. I don't know. I think I'm gonna do it. So I'm gonna try and visit my local comic book stores all around my state. Actually, anywhere I go travel, I'm trying to go to comic book stores to see if they have any novas just to complete this series. I think that'd be a really cool hobby to have. It almost feels like a video game, like a side quest, you know? But yeah, stay tuned for that video series because I will be updating you guys. I think it'd be cool to show off every issue of the Man Called Nova that I get. Like I said, these are from the 70s. And I absolutely love the 70s. But yeah, I think it would be a cool series to do. And I finish a collection. Yeah, so that's Man Called Nova. Now, here are some newer comics that I've picked up from the infamous Midtown Comics in New York City, at specifically the Manhattan, Times Square, Midtown Comics. I went there last month and I picked up a few issues that I think you comic book nerds are gonna absolutely love. Okay, let's see. So the first one that I picked up was The Amazing Spider-Man issue 12. I've been loving this art for this series. It's been super, super cool. I mean, look at the way Spider-Man looks. It's unreal. It's awesome. So this is another series that I'm trying to complete. You know, being in New York City, I had to get a Spider-Man comic, so I picked up this one. Had to do it. I actually ended up picking up two. One is actually a gift for a friend, so I need to be giving that to him soon. Now, after that, I have Deadpool and Batman. Obviously, this isn't Deadpool, this is Wolverine. This is actually a variant cover for Deadpool and Wolverine. This is for the first issue. Sorry, for Deadpool and Batman. This is the first issue in the series. This is one of those comics that has come out this year that has been breaking sales. If you don't know, Marvel and DC are the biggest names in comic books, and they're two separate companies. They're rivals. But every now and then they come together and they form something beautiful like this, and a little collaboration, a little crossover event, if you will. This hasn't happened since maybe the early 2000s, I want to say. I know they did it in the 90s with the Alchemation universe, where they combined their heroes, which is really cool. Is another series I would love to get into, but they haven't done this in over 20 years. So the fact that they did it again, it's breaking records. Deadpool and Batman is a really fun first issue. I really want to see where they're going to take it. I know that they have planned other superhero team-ups. I know they have a Superman and Spider-Man crossover that's going to happen. I'm very excited for that one. So keep on the lookout for that episode. Deadpool and Batman, here we got Wolverine edition kicking Batman's ass. Well, he's Batman. Nobody can kick his ass. Right? But it's really cool. Haven't opened this one yet. I've read it because I have the original Deadpool and Batman. Well, I had it. I gave it away to one of my friends. But I'll probably pick it up again just to have that cover as well. Because I believe this is history. And one day my kids are going to be like, Dad, I'm so glad that you kept these. Yeah, son, these are for you. They were for you. Now, on top of that, I also picked up a different variant edition cover for the same comic book. And this one is even more exclusive than the one that I'm holding in my hand right now. So prepare yourself for the Deadpool and Batman #1 variant edition, displaying the Hulk and the Green Lantern, the two green means. But this right here is a Midtown Comics exclusive. You could only get this at Midtown Comics in New York City. And I didn't even know this was a thing. So going to New York, it was the week of Deadpool and Batman that it had dropped, right? So I was like, well, I have to hit up Midtown Comics and pick up Deadpool and Batman. That'd be a great story, right? And then they ended up having this. I was like, oh, this is awesome. And then behind the counter, I see it. As I'm paying, I'm like, I drop everything and I tell the guy, the cashier, I'm like, my guy, I need you to hand me that cover right now. And so I picked it up. This was $15, but I think it was worth it. I mean, look at that. It's such a cool little flex because everyone's got a Deadpool and Batman edition. Everyone's got a Deadpool and Batman comic book. Now, it's one thing to have this. This is a whole other level. But having a Midtown Comics exclusive, at least to me, it's just like, what? That is so cool. Yeah, I'm proud of this one. It's one of my favorite comics that I have right now. The story is the exact same as the original Deadpool and Batman cover. They just have different covers. So I'm going to go ahead and create a little thumbnail here. I'm going to put Absolute Batman in the front because I know that that will get more views. People are more willing to click on an Absolute Batman than they are of Martian Manhunter, I'll tell you that much. Because I'm telling you, it's an insane series. Yeah, but this was just a little brief conversation about the comics that I have picked up lately. Like I said, I really am eager to get more of these Nova series. I know that I can pick them up online, but I kind of want to try my local shops first and see if maybe they have them. I think that'll add to the fun of the scavenger hunt that it is to collect the series from the 70s. I think that'll make it a lot more fun. So I'm going to go ahead and continue that. I'm also going to continue the Absolute Batman series as well as the Deadpool and Batman series whenever they drop, with the next issues. Let me know about this One World Under Doom series because, I've heard good things. I've also heard that it's okay. I've heard that Marvel's at its lowest point in terms of comics, except for the Ultimate Spider-Man series, which I need to check out as well. And if you have any other comics that you think are worth checking out and you want me to visit and give my thoughts on this channel, go ahead and let me know. I'd love to hear about them in the comments below. Alright, well, I really appreciate you sticking around for this, ramble session of comic books that I've been collecting lately. Look out for any more videos that I may produce. Thank you for checking this one out, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.